need to man.
I will not cough in your way. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in.
Hi,
everybody. This is
just
Jay Bryant. We're
Just Saying with Jay Bryant. How's everybody doing? This is my daughter, Niscey Mitchell.
Yes. We're back again for our second episode. Woo! That's a good thing. Consistency is key. All right, Mom, what you want to talk about today?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things to talk about. Well, how was your week? I know a lot of people had to go to work. Thank God I wasn't in that number. I'm retired. Thank God. I am so blessed to be retired. I love being retired, and I miss my job, but I love being retired. Thank God. I've been working ever since I was like 4 years old.
True story.
People don't believe that you can start working at 4. But I was raised up on a farm, and when you was old enough to pull grass out of the field, that's what you did, and that's what I did. And from 4 up till now, I thank God. We worked in all kinds of weather. We went to bed late at night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning at time. We would get up about that time and did all sorts of things on the farm. I'm a stone farmer. And that's why I say I thank God that I'm retired. I can rest. I can get up when I want to, eat when I want to, sleep when I want to. Don't have to be worried about hitting the clock. What about you? I know you're too young to be retired. You got a long ways to go.
No,
girl.
I don't. Excuse me.
Oh
On my calendar, I had retire at 55.
Oh, Lord.
Meaning not work for anybody, but of course I'm going to have some type of income.
You won't even have no Social Security at 55.
I don't want Social Security.
Okay, well, give it to me.
I'm going to... I hear pitter-patter. But no, retirement is a good thing. I always look at my mom's life and see that she's retired. Like she said, she gets to get up when she wants to. She doesn't have to punch a time clock. And I do remember when, during the pandemic, a year after, I was able to work, and I was working from home. Hey, Prince. Working from home, and I got the first taste of working a type of freedom or independence. So for me, I'm definitely looking for retirement, but retirement from working for people. I'm no longer in corporate America. I am a teacher.
Say hi,
so that works for me. But I have some things going on. So working towards my retirement is the goal. Hey, Prince.
Say hi.
It's Prince.
Say hi.
This is my nephew. And this is his glam mom. Scaring him.
Ooh.
All right, Mom.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about arthritis.
Well, arthritis, I suffer with arthritis real bad. And when the weather change, oh my gosh, it's terrible. My joints get stiff. Hand swells up. I barely can walk and in a lot of pain. Even though I do take medication, that helps me too. But I can always tell when the weather changes because Miss Arthur will let me know. And I just thank God because even though I suffer from arthritis real bad, God is still on my side. God is still healing me because a lot of people suffer. It's different kinds of arthritis. And I've been having arthritis for years. And When I was in an accident in 2015, a car accident in 2015, that when my arthritis really started kicking in, and I can't stand the cold weather at all. I try to stay warm in my home, and listen, my light bill has been sky high because I keep my heat on. 1 month light bill is almost $700. But let me tell you, I pay it because I am not going to stay in no cold house.
Facts.
You know? And I just thank God. And like I said, I can't hold things. And yesterday, I was peeling some sweet potatoes. And I was supposed to go into the washer this morning. But the arthritis had really bothered my hands. See, my hands are sort of swollen now. So I couldn't go to the washer because my hand was in pain. And it affected my entire body. But, you know, life goes on. That's why I'm trying to start my YouTube channel. And I'm going to update y'all on some of the things that I use to help me mobilize certain things that I need to be doing because of arthritis. Like I can't open up a bottle or anything like that because of my arthritis. And I use certain brushes because of my arthritis, things like that. But I'm going to do that YouTube channel some other time. But, you know, even babies be born with arthritis.
Oh, I've never known.
Yeah, babies be born with arthritis. And, you know, like I said, back in the day when I was in North Carolina, I'm a nursing assistant. Been a nursing assistant. And I used to volunteer at this nursing home. And this patient had this arthritis. It draws your joint. And he was just like a midget. Because he had, I don't know the kind of the arthritis here, but I'm going to look it up.
We can't call him.
But,
you have to call him, what do you call those? The smaller people?
No, he wasn't small. His arthritis draws his joint. It's some type of arthritis he had. It's different types of arthritis.
There is.
And so he couldn't do nothing. The only thing he'd do was talk. And so I just thank God that God blessed me to not have that type of arthritis. But like I said, I just thank God. And we're going to get on arthritis later on and talk about the arthritis. Right now, my door is open and the wind is blowing and it's sort of cool. And I can feel it because even the arthritis, it bothered my talk, you know? But I just thank God. Don't take your life for granted, you know, because we got all kinds of ailment, you know, and we are helpers one to another.
So it's very good, very important to take care of yourself. So I pulled up some information here about what arthritis is to give a little bit more context of what my mom is suffering with. So arthritis is caused by joint inflammation, damage, or wear and tear resulting in pain and stiffness. Like my mom said that she worked on a farm. She's been working since she was 4 years old. She worked in a lot of times institutions or hospitals. And I'll say this, I worked in a hospital, I think maybe 2 years ago for probably about 3 months. I don't even understand how my mom is able to even walk. It really messed up my body to the point where I could not move. And I said that was 2 years ago. So now my body still, sometimes I get up in the morning and I hate it because I'm like, oh my God, is this a sign of aging? But I get up in the morning, I'm stiff, my body hurts, everything is hurting. So it says that it's caused by joint inflammation, damage or wear and tear resulting in pain and stiffness. Major causes includes aging, injury, and autoimmune reactions. And when we come to some of the symptoms of arthritis, you have joint pain, as mom said, stiffness, swelling. Her hands are swelling, has swelled, reduced range of motion, skin redness, and warmth around the joints. So there's a lot of joint pain, stiffness, swelling, but there's always a way to manage these things that we go through. Of course, you have to always seek medical help, medical care, but some things that you can do on a daily basis in managing your pain and improving mobility, as well as protecting your joints through low impact exercising like walking, water aerobics. When I used to go to the Y up in Montclair, a lot of the older people were doing the water aerobics, and we chuckle at these things, but it's not easy doing like water aerobics. But you don't feel what you would feel if you was outside, you were on the flat surface doing some type of aerobics, because the water, I guess, is a shock sensor, so it helps you, and it gives you. That's what they use for pain relief therapy. So you can have the heat and cold patches and assistive devices. Of course, you always have to consult a physician. Do not let the internet be your guide. But again, low impact, get out and walk, because the joints do get stiff. Even for myself, like my right leg, I don't know what's going on. Every time something happens with this,
you go to the doctor.
Every time something happens with this right leg, I be thinking about blood clots, because this leg right here is starting to feel funny again.
Go to the doctor.
I am, because I take my health very seriously. I'm 51. I will be 52 soon.
She procrastinate a lot.
But I still take it. I procrastinate because I'm busy.
She always complaining about her pains and stuff. And I told her, go to the doctor. That's our biggest problem, is diagnosing ourselves.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's our biggest problem. And then another one is, because you're in the profession, or you're a doctor, a nurse, or nursing assistant, or even in housekeeping, we always want to diagnose ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But I say like this: if you is complaining about you in pain, and you don't go see or go to a doctor, enjoy your pain. Stop complaining.
I tell the girls that all the time.
I would go to, and listen, I have a primary doctor, right? And when my primary doctor tell me, gonna give me some thing, he gonna give me some medication for arthritis, I said, no, you are not qualified. My doctor look at me like, oh my gosh. I would tell my doctor, you're not qualified to diagnose me with arthritis. Give me a referral to go to an arthritis doctor. A specialist. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. I understand.
Always, whatever ailment you have, go to that professional.
That's
Believe
true.
me, go to that profession, because a primary doctor's on a primary only gonna check your blood pressure, your
primary
heart
parts, your organs, and
stuff like that.
Heart, just
You
basic,
know,
not basic.
And my doctor always would tell me, well, I'm gonna give you a prescription. I said, no, you're not. Give me a referral and let me go. You know, and I always been like that.
That's true though.
I've always been like that. Don't let your primary doctor diagnose you with something and they are not specialized in that. You know what I'm saying?
That is a good point.
Even I'll give you an example. Even with my blood pressure, I suffer with high blood pressure, and he gonna tell me and gonna give me some medication. And this happened a lot with black people. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to listen to you.
Say it.
At all. And so this particular doctor had prescribed some blood pressure medicine for me. And the blood pressure medicine didn't agree with me, right? And so I went back to him and told him that blood pressure medicine didn't agree with me. You know, I gave him the symptoms, this and that. Well, you have to take, no, give me something else. And so you have to really be firm when you go to a doctor.
That's right.
Be very firm, because I'm telling you, black people have this problem all the time. I had worked in the profession for years, and I know for a fact. But if you don't speak up for yourself, they're going to treat you just like you don't speak up for yourself.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's
I like that point that you made. Black people do, even now, we still are at the top of the list as far as sicknesses and diseases, heart failure, even prenatal care. We're still at the highest list of our babies not making it through the womb. We're at the highest for heart disease, diabetes, all of the biggies. And when you go to the doctor, like Mom said, they don't take you serious. A lot of people, I remember when I was raised in Rome, Brittany had them, and they was born preemies. And doctors would say certain things. I would travel outside of my jurisdiction, because at the time I was living in Perth Amboy, but I was doing a lot of stuff in Newark. So I would travel, because even though you may not have the best insurance, because I had New Jersey Care, so that's sort of like a Medicaid. But you can find a good doctor that takes Medicaid. I mean, I don't have Medicaid now, but thank God that I had it at the time. But you could definitely find a doctor that will give you the same type of test. Because I notice when I go to the doctor now, my doctor asks me, what type of insurance do you have? Because based on the insurance you have, they're going to send it to that lab. Even when I go to the doctor, hospital, unfortunately, there was a time in my life when I was in and out of the hospital. And they would base your insurance on who would come and see you while you was in the hospital. I'm like, I need to see my doctor. But if you don't advocate for yourself, they're going to give you the crumbs. They're not going to treat you like the other color. They're going to treat you just like they see you, unfortunately. There's still a lot of discrimination when it comes to black people and how our health is handled in the medical system. So, Ma, that's a great point. Another good point you brought up, and I'll turn it right back over to you. The specialist, because I dealt with the blood clots. So my primary doctor can do but so much with those blood clots. So I ended up going to a hematologist. I had really low iron, so I would get iron infusions, literally sitting there with the cancer patients, getting iron infusion. And then for my blood clots, I went to a hematologist. I didn't let my primary deal with that. You're paying for insurance. Those that are working, we pay high premiums for our insurance. It is a lot. So use your insurance. You're paying for it anyway. If you need to do a specialist, sometimes those specialists you probably have to pay a little bit up front. But it's better than you going back and forth to your primary doctor and they're not being able to help you with some things. Of course, my primary doctor, she's my children's doctor. Well, one of them anyway. So I love her and what she do, but I do notice some things that reoccurs. I have to say, I have to go to the specialist for this. And, I'll ask her, who is the specialist within your network? And we just deal with it on that point. But, you have to advocate for yourself. Use your insurance, whether you have state insurance, Medicaid, or private insurance through your job. I'm telling you, even with Medicaid, I went through a whole period in my health, just a lot of things I was going through. They have on the back end specialists that can help you. Like if you need to take your medicine, you have people that will call you and say, did you take your medicine today? They'll follow up with you. They go to, somehow they're connected to your pharmacy, so they'll know what's in your pharmacy bank. Did you pick up your medication? So sometimes we do need support too when it comes to taking care of ourselves, because like Mama said, we self-diagnose a lot. I think that's cultural too. Some coaches act like you can diagnose everything with, what is that? They say Windex. I've seen it on my big Greek fat wedding. But, spray some Clorox on it, drink some ginger ale, take away your stomach. What? The ginger ale.
Oh
everybody
God.
use ginger ale to cure the stomach. And all these things, then I take it back. At school, my kids constantly want to go to the nurse. So one day we got the Well, one day someone had told us, I don't know, it was one of the kids, was like, he's only going because he know he can get ginger ale for his stomach. So I came back to my class and I told him, first of all, that ginger ale is not helping you. It is soda. It has water in it. That is not something a kid. So all you kids to keep going back to the nurse thinking that ginger ale is curing you. First of all, I'm not sending you back to the nurse. Second of all, ginger ale is sugar water. It may help with some gas because of the salsa in there, but it's not going to help you cure a stomach ache. Sometimes it can make you, I don't know what Mama's thinking right now, because Mama will tell you get some ginger ale in a minute. But it does help settle some things, but it doesn't cure. That's a part of that self-diagnosis. Go ahead.
Okay.
Ms. Bryant.
Ginger ale affect people different ways. With me, I drink ginger ale because of my stomach. I have a very sensitive stomach. And when I drink ginger ale, it helps me, and it also eliminates gas for me. And so that's why I do ginger ale. But I drink ginger ale at a limited time, and I haven't had ginger ale now in about 3 months. I used to drink ginger ale all the time because of because of my stomach, because I have a very sensitive stomach, and it's different stroke different strokes from different folks. I'll put it like that. But getting back, I thought about when we was talking about the doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't emphasize no more than to do this. Know your body. Communicate with your doctor. And listen to what your doctor is telling you. The reason why I say this is that we know that doctors have so many patients, and sometimes they can confuse you with another patient. So that's what happened to me twice. My doctor gonna tell me something, and I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You ain't talking to you. That's not me." I told him, "You need to go get some rest. You working too hard."
And she did tell him that.
Definitely. Don't tell me something. Oh, you did this test and you did it. I said, "No, I didn't do that test." And like I said, when you go to the doctor, when I go to the doctor, I put my weight down. I put the date. I put my weight, which I need to lose weight. Whew. I gained so much weight since I've been retired. I put my blood pressure, respiration, all of that down. And if I do blood work, I put that down. Or whatever test I take, I put all of that down.
You write out all your medications?
No, I'm talking about when I go to the doctor.
Remember sometimes you probably going to a new doctor or something?
So that's what I do every time I go to the doctor. Make sure you keep a record of your weight, your blood pressure, respiration, pulse, everything. And so you can compare when you go back to the doctor. You got to go back to the doctor every three months. And I would say, "Why I go to the doctor every 3 months?" And she was saying, "Oh, Miss Bryant, you haven't been there." I said, "Listen, why am I coming to you every 3 months? And I'm on Medicare. And I told her point blank, if I'm feeling good, it's no need of me coming to you, because I keep up with my blood pressure and stuff like that. Your doctor wants, if they have you come in every, if your doctor, I can understand sometimes, you're in a position that you have to go back a certain time. But with me, no.
I can get it. Yeah, because every time you go, that's a check for them.
It's not besides a check for them. It's just, and they telling me the same thing. But like I said, I always keep every a note of what you do in your doctor's office. Like I said, they get confused.
Absolutely.
Telling me, giving me, oh, you did this test. I said, no, I didn't do that test. And then once they put it down and you did that test, they gonna charge your insurance company, and then you have to pay that co-payment. Listen, when I got retired, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever you want to call it, is sickening for us.
Older people, elderly.
For the elderly. My doctor want me to do a bone density test. That's to check your bones. You know they couldn't even cover that. I would have to pay out of pocket. And you talking about hundreds of dollars. Where I get hundreds of dollars for?
Extra, right.
And there's a lot of tests that they don't cover. And I said, it's bad the way they treat us, and we done worked all these many years. And we back down to what, and thank God for the little income that we do get, but I think the United States can do better.
Absolutely.
Can do better
Especially
for
with
the
elder
elderly.
care.
Yeah, for elderly care. You know.
Other countries put us to shame. I be looking at so many things, the way they treat their other people, like in the Asian culture. Like, it's sacred to have older people around.
And I think in Canada, they don't have to pay.
Universal health care. They have universal health care.
They don't have to.
Where everyone gets the same medical benefits as the same as the officials. So, like, for our president, we should be getting the same thing that the senators and the congressmen and the presidents get. I think they do that in other countries, because that was a big thing when Obama was running. I know universal health care has been around. But you're right, because having twins, they used to always mix up Aurora and Brittany's prescription. You know who it was? Dr. Johnson.
Why you want to call that man's name out like that?
Is he still out? There's a lot of Johnsons out here. He always...
She's a whistleblower.
I am not a whistleblower. There's a lot of Johnsons out here. We're Johnson. We're not even related to him. I'm a Johnson. I'm not related to him.
I'm just joking.
I know. He will always mess up their prescriptions. And you're right. Like, my doctor, every now and then, when I went to the doctor the last time, she swore she took my blood. How you gonna tell me you took my blood? I remember that y'all couldn't get my blood, so I said I was gonna come back and follow up. So she told me, oh yeah, I remember I took your blood. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with you. Being that, plus she had a little audience, so I'm not gonna go and be like, no you didn't. I've been with her for a long time. We'll take the blood at another period, because she's actually the only one. Because I went through the blood clot issue, I barely have veins now. She's the only one that can get my blood, but she didn't take it. This was only a couple of weeks ago.
I love going to, they do your blood good, over there across the street from,
The hospital?
the post office.
Concentra?
No.
It's Concentra,
No. The blood place over there. What is it?
Concentra is across the street. The one behind CVS?
No.
Quest Diagnostic.
Yes, Quest. Oh my Lord, I used to go there to do, because like I had little skinny veins, and my doctor used to do the blood work in the office, and she gonna poke me. I said, wait a minute, you done poked me 3 times, that's it.
True story.
And so I told her, oh, let me see that, no.
Yeah.
Had me like I had been in an accident. So I went to, Quest Diagnostic?
Mm-hmm.
I went there one time, and I told her, bless your heart, you know what you're doing. And then the first thing, did you drink enough water? What you need to drink a lot of water, before you do your blood work. But I always go NPO after midnight. And
Everybody knows what NPO is.
Nothing by mouth.
That's her medical experience.
So I always drink a lot of water after midnight, even though the doctor don't tell you, which I think they should, tell you what you can eat, because some people like eating after midnight and some people don't. And then some, and always after midnight, if I know I'm doing blood work, I don't eat. I always drink a lot of water.
Call that fasting.
Yeah, and so that's what I do. But, because I go to my doctor now, she had to put a heating pad on my arm.
Man.
Because it be cold. It be cold in the office. I told you I can't stand the cold. I guess when I get cold, my blood, my blood get cold too. So she had to put a heating pad on my arm. Then I had to sit there a while, and then she, oh, did you drink water? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I be laughing. I always tell her, I said, I really do let you work for your money, don't I?
You're going to earn this paycheck today.
Oh, my gosh. You gotta have a sense of humor.
Yeah. I remember going to the doctor, and they had to do ultrasounds just to find the brain. Like, it just be extra with these veins. When I used to be so happy about my veins used to be everything. You see, I got ink everywhere. I'm not afraid of a needle. But now that they can't find I'm like, just go. You're not, and yeah, it's like in their own ego, in their own world, like, I'm gonna get this vein, You're nowhere near the vein. Mom, do you know I was a medical assistant? When I was in Georgia, I worked at a pediatric
for a minute.
I don't know what that was funny about.
I remember you was.
I was a medical assistant. I worked on it. Only it was a minute because it was with babies, and you trying to find.
See, I know it was. How long was it? A month?
I had to take care of children. It was longer than a month, Mom.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, I work with babies. My point of saying that is that if they can't get adult veins, imagine having to get baby veins. That's the only reason why I did not continue in that profession, is because I felt bad every time I was sticking to kids. And they literally will practice on your baby. And I know that for a fact because the doctor kept telling me to go back in. I can't find his vein. Why you want me to go back and stick the baby again? Why? Because he can't tell on me? He telling on me when he crying. The parent looking at me like I'm incompetent. That was not a profession for me. I tried it. Stable pay, no. I would rather struggle.
That's harsh.
I'm saying just, you don't want to hurt the babies.
No, you rather struggle.
Rather than continue.
That wouldn't even be in my vocabulary.
Rather than constantly do a job that I know I probably can't. No, I'm talking about I did. I did until I found. I didn't quit the job. But I knew that wasn't going to be a long-term profession for me. Yeah, that wasn't going to be.
So the next time, hopefully, I would show y'all different things that I use to help me, different tools and stuff that I use to help me, help with my arthritis, like opening the jar.
We'll review a few items.
Different stuff like that.
Bring them on. Probably review.
Before I had arthritis, I was good. I had arthritis, but it's gotten a whole lot worse now. Because this week I couldn't even hardly get up. Monday, woo, Jesus Christ.
And with my youthful self, I can imagine what she was going through.
And I do limited work in my house, but myself, because I was a workaholic, and now I do more than what I should be doing in my house. And then after I be there and did all that, I
be in pain for days.
I
Go to the fish store, buy the whole fish market, and want to clean every bit of fish. Then turn around and peel some potatoes. Then turn around and do something else.
When mamas, let me ask you that. You got children. they have their own responsibilities, right?
Right.
And they work and they have their family, they have their home.
Are we talking about adult children?
Yeah.
Oh.
They work, they have their home to take care of, right?
Right.
And you know, if they could, they would help you, right?
Absolutely.
So, why am I gonna sit in my house?
Where is this going?
And know I need things doing in my house.
Oh, waiting around.
Waiting for somebody to come and help me. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it. And hey, if I have to lay in my bed to rest a little bit, I'm gonna do that. And I thank God for that. Because of what?
Because you're retired.
Yeah.
We others don't have the luxury right now. Like, I'm multitasking now. We're on spring break, but I'm doing my schedule as if I'm going back to work on Monday.
Yeah, you need to come and help me. But I just thank God. So, give us some suggestion on some of the topics that you want us to talk about. Like I said, this was a slow week for me. I really didn't even focus in on my YouTube stories that I be watching on YouTube. I didn't focus on none of that. My mind is fickle. Fickle now. I used to talk. So
I think we did.
Give us some suggestions. You know, and this is just how we talk.
Yeah, just regular conversation.
If you don't understand the way we talk, this is the way we talk.
It gets worse.
You know, some people all
prim and proper,
professional, this and that when they get on YouTube. This is the way I talk to my children.
Yeah, you haven't seen the half of it. We're just warming up. We're just warming up the platform.
We have our own opinion and, you know.
We don't agree on most things. But it's okay.
Definitely.
You agree, but you learn how to agree to disagree.
Because she thinks she know more than me, but you know
I don't think I know everything, but you know, the older people think they know more than we do. Why am I going to argue with you? Yeah, okay. You think you right, you right.
See how she do?
I'm just saying. I know my mom. Listen, I know my mom.
See how she, I tell you, oh my gosh.
All right, so we're going to be coming back next week. Maybe we'll come back and drop some bonus episodes since I'm off for work. I'm not going to be here, over here in this house on my break. I will be taking a break. However, we may drop a bonus episode. We may be going to the laundromat tomorrow. So stay tuned for that.
Business?
You just told our business too.
I didn't say that we was going to the washing.
How is it? I mean, we're literally sitting up here telling our business.
Okay. So, just stay encouraged. Always be blessed. And happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter.
Bye.
I was about to say